Heavenly Father, we come to you in this hour, asking for your guidance and protection to our virtual gathering today. We thank you for the gift of life, the gift of family, the gift of work, and the gift of friendship. We thank you for this great opportunity to bring us together in this session as brothers and sisters. Bless the committee, the facilitator, and the attendees of this gathering. May we continue to value and appreciate the true essence and meaning of life with the help of your grace. And as we go along to our discussion today, we humbly pray that you would deepen our understanding. Lord, enlighten us and give us wisdom every day. Forgive us for our shortcomings and remind us to always be mindful of the things we do in life. We offer our life and our decisions to you, O Lord. May this gathering today create a memorable experience and a fruitful outcome. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, our Redeemer and our Savior. Amen. Before the webinar begins, rename your Zoom name to your complete name and department and/or affiliation so that we can easily identify you. Kindly mute your microphone when not in use. Next, switch on your video if your connectivity allows you. If you have questions with regards to the presentation, there will be an open forum right after. Please type it in the chat box or use the raise hand reaction button in Zoom and unmute yourself. The session is video recorded. Recordings will be made available at the Silliman Online University Learning website.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday of learning about sending a reminder of a quiz or assignment. Thank you for joining us today. Without further ado, let me introduce our trainer for this afternoon. He is a licensed professional teacher, and he is currently working as a trainer specialist at the office of Silliman Online University Learning o Seoul. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our source speaker for this afternoon, Mr. Fredley P. Bokog. Sir Fred, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Sir Steve. So for this afternoon, so before we will go to the training proper, I would like just to remind you in our My Soul virtual classroom, since I already posted there the list of trainings as well as the recordings from the previous session. So I will just run through with our MySoul virtual classroom for teachers. So I will like to share my screen. Can you see now the screen, Sir Steve?
Yes, sir, Fred, it's visible.
Okay, thank you, Sir Steve.
Welcome, sir.
So in this point, so as you notice, you can see your virtual classroom or your MySoul account. So in my case, I open my MySoul account, and then you can see in the 2021 tab, you can see our MySoul training course for teachers. So if you open that one, automatically you will be redirected to the upcoming training. So you can see, if you scroll down, you can see we have the list of training for second semester 2021-2022. If you click that specific link, it will redirect you to a Google form that specify the dates for the training. The first one is, you can see there, we have the Mariano Lau Computer Education every Saturday. And then if you scroll down a bit, you can see our list of training for Silliman University faculty. So it starts with month of February. So the month of February is intended for PLD. So the how to in personalizing classroom interaction using PLD. So we have we have three major topics. So we've done with the first one from week 1. So now we are in week 2. This is sending a reminder of a quiz or an assignment feature in MySoul. You can see also we have another topic for that specific given month. And then as you notice, if you scroll down at the end, the last part, you can see we have February 21, 2022 is scheduled on a whole day webinar or training for the upscaling online teaching with K+3. So we have here the Zoom link. All in this particular point, all the upscaling session will not require you to register. Instead, you can basically wait for the host to admit you. So in this part, this is the list of trainings. If you click the link found in the MySoul training course for teachers. And then if you scroll down, here, this is the link that will lead you to this particular venue, the Zoom meeting. And then here we have the updated schedule by month. So this is the intended topics to be delivered in that particular month. And then all the recordings will be made available in our YouTube channel as well as in this virtual classroom. You can see here the increasing student engagement. So this will be our theme of upscaling program in this particular semester. This is enriching student engagement because this is part 2 of our last year's training, which is student engagement or enhancing student engagement. So here you can see here, if you click that particular book, you can see the previous trainings. So before we will start to the proper training, so I would like to stop screen share first. And I would like to see if all of you have already the upscaling session for teachers, increasing student engagement. So this one, this is the This is the virtual classroom. Upscaling session for teachers, increasing student engagement. So this is good for the entire trainings for second semester. So you can drop down the name if you are not yet registered to this virtual classroom in the chat box so that I can add you as a student. In that particular virtual classroom, you will receive a certificate after the training if you attended that particular upscaling program. So in my list, I already have 8. So I will just first is I would like to enroll you to this particular virtual classroom. So may I know Ma'am Gadayan? Ma'am Gadayan? Ma'am Gadayan? Hello, ma'am. Ma'am Gadayan. And then, yeah, well, just please give me a minute to enroll you in this particular virtual classroom. Hello, Ma'am Gadayan. Nawala si Ma'am. Okay. Ma'am Gadayan. Hello, Ma'am. Candida. Candida. Okay. Medyo busy si Ma'am. So, in this particular upskilling session, you need to register or you need to give your full name so that I can register you in this particular virtual classroom for giving of certifications. So this is upskilling session for teachers. The theme is increasing student engagement. So here we are in the the uh, the virtual classroom, and then we have here the welcome page or welcome banner, and then this is the same as in my soul training course for teachers. You have the list of trainings, and then you can see here that particular Zoom link. Again, it's up to you if you want to go to my soul training course for teachers or this particular virtual classroom. Again, this is intended for the training. So we've done with the PLD training 1. So this is about showing to our students the welcome message, posting of topics, and reminding inactive students. This time, we will focus on sending a reminder of a quiz or an assignment. Good day, teachers. I am Freddy Buku from the Seoul office, and I will be your trainer for this session. Our session for this afternoon, we will talk about sending a reminder of a quiz or assignment to our learners via email. So to begin with, I will just share my screen. So here, I log in my Soul account. So to send a reminder of a quiz or assignment to your learners via email, so just open your virtual classroom. So for example, I have NHT Virtual Classroom 33. That's the name of my virtual classroom. And the requirement of sending a reminder of a quiz or assignment to your learners, you should have your quiz and assignment already set up. So in that case, you should have an assignment or quiz activity in my soul. So for instance, let's begin with sending a reminder to our quiz to our learners via email. So for instance, this will be the quiz one. So I will just set up the date of my quiz. So for example, let's say this is February 17. Don't forget this is military time. So the close the quiz is 17 and 5 p.m. So I will just save and return to course. Okay. So here, this is your quiz, and make sure you show it to your learners. So show your activity in quiz. Okay. So next step, in your virtual classroom, you click the gear icon and then scroll down and then go to Personalized Learning Designer. So our first PLD will remind to our learners about the quiz. So to do that, so here we are in the Personalized Learning Designer page. So to begin with, you just click add a rule. So which means that you are making a new PLD. So just click that button, add a rule, and then you name your PLD. So for example, quiz reminder 1. So quiz reminder 1. Make it sure that your PLD, you need to set up the 3 components needed. For this case, since we are sending a reminder to our learners via email through the quiz feature, we need to set up the 3 components: the events, the conditions, and then the actions. In the events component, you will select what type of reminder you would like to inform your students. It could be sending a specific reminder with that given date and time, or you can send it multiple times. So that means that that is recurring event. But this time you will set up with a specific date and time. So this means that you will give a reminder to your student with that exact or specific date and time. So that means that you will give a reminder once. So specific date and time, and then you set up the date and time. So here, example, that's February 17, 2022. And then this is military time. So for instance, I will set up to 9:10. Okay, 9:10. And then you click the add button to complete the events. You click add button, and here you can see we have a specific date and time under events component. And here it will send up the reminder with that given date and time, and then it will expire. So the next step we will do is to go to the conditions component. You click conditions component, and then you will select what conditions you are making in terms of sending a reminder. So in this case, I will use the activity completed, and then you click the add. So you have now to configure the activity. The user or your learner has completed the following activity. So in this case, since you are sending a reminder, so your user or learner has not completed the activity yet. So has not, and then click the select an activity, and then choose the activity type, which is in the quiz feature, and then the name of the quiz. So for instance, let's say we have this one, this quiz one, and then don't forget to save, click the save button.
Hello, boss. Good morning. How are you?
And here you go in the conditions component. You can see you have the conditions. And now let's go to the last component, the actions component. You click the actions component, and then what's your action? So here you have a choice. If you want to display alert, or it's just like a message dialog box that will inform your learners about a quiz. But take note that you give a specific date and time. So meaning in the specific date and time, it will show up to your learners with that given starting time. So my suggestion is that you should use the send email. Okay, send email, and then you click add button. So here you can personalize the email content. So here you have from. So in this part, you will select the teacher of that virtual classroom. And then the recipients, you just simply click add recipient. And then you will select triggering user. So that means that that is your student. And then you can personalize the subject. So for example, this will be the quiz one.
Since then,
Reminder.
there's nothing that was being asked here.
You can personalize it by inserting a token. So you just click the insert token. And as you notice, we have three categories. We have the user tokens, the course tokens, the activity tokens. So in this part, the user tokens pertains to the profile of the learners. So basically their first name, their last name, their email, and so on. And the course token pertains to your virtual classroom, the name of your virtual classroom, and then the other components. And then lastly, we have the activity token. So that means that that is your specified activity. It could be a quiz, an assignment, and so on. So in my case, I use the activity under the quiz feature. So I will use the name of that quiz. So I will go to the activity tokens, and then I will choose, or I will select the name. So for example, in this part, the quiz one reminder, and then your quiz name. So I can personalize my subject. And here also I can personalize the body of the email. So for example, I will just simply copy paste the content. So for example here,
13. We are 17. So I expect that 17 of us will be here in the chapter. Okay, so while others are still assessing the
So, for example, this will be your message for the body of your reminder. So you can personalize your message of the email by just simply clicking. So here, example like dear, you can personalize. You want your learner's first name, so dear, and then you will insert a token. You will use the user's token, so that pertains to the profile of the learners. So you want dear, I want their first name to be displayed. So dear, and then first name, and then comma, and then reformat again. This is a reminder that, so you want to display here the activity name. So you just simply click the insert token, and then we will use the activity tokens and then the name. And then here, so you have the name, and then will begin on February 17, 2022, and then that with that given time. And then please visit this link. So the link of the activity. So you just simply click the insert token, and then here you will use the activity token and then the hyperlink, or it once the student will just simply click that link, it will automatically redirected to that particular activity. So for example, if that's the quiz, and then the student will just simply open their email, and then once they are notified, then they can see that particular message, and then you have a hyperlink there. So automatically, the student will just simply click that one, and then automatically they will redirect to that particular link of your activity. And then here you have the message, and then once you're done with formatting the email body, so you just simply click the save button. Okay, in order to save the whole event of your PLD, just click the save button. And now you are done making your PLD that will remind students to answer the quiz. As you notice here, you can see you have the quiz reminder 1, and then you have the events, the conditions, and then the actions. Automatically, they will get a notification to their email according to your conditions or the events and then the actions. So with that specific date and time, they will get that notification specifying the conditions that they have not answered that activity. And then this will be the content of that email according to your preference regarding the content of the email. So if you want to edit something, so you just simply click the gear icon, and then you will edit the rule, or you will want to edit the component of the PLD. If you want to disable, so you can click disable. So again, that is short for one-time notice of your reminder. So with that specific given date and time. So the same step will do if you would like to remind about your assignment. The same step will do in the quiz reminder. The second part is if you want to set up for instance, if that assignment is intended for performance tasks. So let's say here we go to our our topic.
More on generations.
Let's say here,
So can somebody tell me
I will just
about
edit this
generation?
assignment.
Anyone from the class to based on the lessons you have read so far? What are there are how many generations at least in the file? Anyone from the class can share?
So for example, you have an assignment. This is your assignment and this is intended for performance task. Performance task. So you just simply click okay.
Yes.
So for example, 1, 2, 3, go. For example, this is your 1, 2, 3, go. For example, this is your assignment and this is included in the performance task, and then you want a PLB to remind them to perform this task. So in order to do that, so just scroll up and then go to your gear icon and then you scroll down and then go to Personalize Learning Designer. You are in the Personalized Learning Designer page. So you just simply, again, the same step will do. You will just click add a rule. And then here, this will be your, let's say, PT or performance task assignment reminder.
I'm good with that.
And then you will now set up the 3 components. Again, this is to set up a reminder for your performance task under assignment feature. So you just go first with the events, select the event type. So in this case, I will, since our first short demo is about the specific date and time, so now we will use the recurring event or repeating event. So which means that it will send a multiple reminder with our learners about their performance tasks with that specific date and time and then the duration. So we will choose the a recurring event. So you can remind them daily or weekly. For example, I do weekly, and then what particular date, what particular day,
That's right.
what particular day. So Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday. And then what's the starting time? So I would like to remind them by 8. And then the duration of the date. So for example here, let's start with February 2022, and then it will end by 21 February 2022. Take note that here this is in military time, so if that's 1, so that's you will use 13. Okay, then once you're done with the setting of recurring event, so don't forget to click the add button in order to save that event. Okay, you can see here the recurring event, and then you will just simply click the conditions.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
And then select the condition type.
No, the second generation.
So for example here, I will use the activity completed, and then I will click the add button, and then the learners has or has not completed the activity. Since this is a reminder, so has not completed the following activity. So I will use this specific activity. So I will click the select an activity, and then I will select the activity type, so which is in assignment feature, and then the name of your assignment. So you just simply click the name of the assignment, and then you click the save button. And then if you're done with the conditions component, you go to the actions component. Then select the action type. Since we are doing emailing, so we will send an email. So send email, and then you click the add. Since step will do, so the prompt is the teacher of that virtual classroom. The recipients is the triggering user or the learners. And then you can personalize the subject. So example, subject here, the name. So you can insert the name of that activity. So you will click the insert token and then use the activity tokens, the name of that activity. Just click the name, and then you can personalize the content. Okay. So from here, for example, I just simply copy paste the content. Okay, so here, so there, so you want to insert the first name, so just click the insert token, and you go to the user token for the profile of your learners. So I will just use the first name, and then don't forget to have spaces like their space, and then you have the first name of your learners. So proper formatting of the email body should be considered in making this part. So this is a reminder that you want to remind that the name of that activity. So for example, I will go to the activities token, and then I will just insert the name of that particular activity. And then we'll begin on with that. You will type the starting date of that activity, and then you will just insert a hyperlink. So for example, I will insert token, and then the hyperlink of that specific activity. So I will click this activity token and then hyperlink. So it will redirect to that particular link to the activity. And then you have your signatory. And once you're done with the emailing body, so you just click the save button. And then don't forget to save the entire PLD for the assignment. So you just simply click the save button. Okay. So now you are done regarding setting up your performance tasks in assignment feature in MySoul with a recurring event. So meaning sending a reminder or a multiple reminder with the same content via email. Okay. So this is sent every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. the starting time of sending the reminder. Okay, and then with this condition. So if they are done with that particular assignment or performance task, they will not receive the email. Okay, because your condition has not been completed with that specific activity. So in other words, the quiz and assignment feature will have the same step, but it only matters when specifying the activity type and then the name. So here you can see that this session will talk about sending a reminder of a quiz or assignment. You can do that once you will use the a specific date and time, or you can send a reminder multiple times by recurring event. Okay, so that's the that's the end of this training. So if you have questions, just email to trainsoul@su.edu.ph. So again, in this part, I will turn over you the screen for some announcement. Napatay photo. Napatay photo off, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sir Fred, for that was interesting. I also learned a lot at junct at this juncture. I proceed for the next uh, screen. Since there is no question, so let us now proceed to the another slides. So we have the photo opportunity. So please, everyone, if the video camera is allows you to, or the connectivity allows you to open your camera, please open it. Thank you.
So Sir Steve, you can do the countdown.
So we have one frame. So please wait for a few seconds and just show your best smile. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much for attending, and don't forget to answer the survey questionnaire. And once you answer it, you can receive your certificate of participation.
Thank you, Sir Fred.